New Madrid. Head up on New Madrid Island. New Madrid. Overtaking a vessel. And kind of got my hands full, but wanted to get a little live stream going. And next stop is Cairo. We'll drop these loads out. We've just got our empties up the side. Those are all going to brick and smell up on the upper, and our loads all go to Cairo. And we're overtaking the French State Line.
I'm not reading that radio good. I just got a message here. Those elements on the static here, radio.
But, yeah, low water conditions, and pulled up stages today. But it's not looking good for the next few days anyway. Let's see here. Stages, maybe. Let's see. We'll have to check river stages later as far as our computer. We ain't got no cell signal yet. They got a new deal. Southern, they changed it out. I forgot they got a new stack symbol. It's Southern Duval now, instead of just Southern. I forgot about that. I'd seen that in the Waterways Journal. Seen it. And I'm overtaking him on the one. That's a Frank Stegbar. Frank Stegbar. Yeah, I'm overtaking him on the one. I intend to leave you on my one whistle side. And water. We got that buoy boat. I just seen him come up around the corner. Yeah. We were Caruthersville. I'd be honest, I just didn't feel like posting. I think we were set doing fleet work. I got some video. I got some video and stuff, but I just hadn't made anything up and posted it. Got a couple of northbounders. That Blake Denton light boat coming up behind us. Another one. Cruising. A little swift into there. Some of these little totals. I'm seeing 14, 15 foot. Son of a gun. Where'd our water go? Well, that's the story. That's about the way it goes. You'll be rocking along there 20, 30 foot, and the next thing you know, you'll see teens. They'll get your attention real quick. Yeah, get your attention real quick. But we've got orders to go on to St. Louis, so Cairo. I was wanting to get river stages. I saw them this morning. They're not good. Still current to keep the salt from working its way back up. Yeah, I'm not getting good signal right now, but I've got yeah, I think it was. I saw it was like we've got still some water's falling a little bit more. It's got to a point where I don't think it can fall a whole lot more, but it's yeah. I saw somebody say the other day they got some rain up north. So I haven't watched any of the weather patterns lately, to be honest. But New Madrid Island, that's New Madrid City front up there. We're down here below haze, below city front. See, I'll zoom out. See, that's how the river comes around New Madrid City front right there, Winchester, all that stuff. Island 8, heading up on up through here, and then heading on up towards Hickman, and then headed on up towards Columbus and Cairo Point. We are right at about 60. It's about 70 miles, 68 miles downriver from Cairo. And I've had a lot of folks about the sounders. I think that's cords run from. See, he's got his sounder pole sticking in the water right there. And those are sounder cords. I've had folks think that it's some remote or something like that, but it's not. It's actual sounder cord. See if I can see some. Yeah, that's right there. That sounder cord. It's smaller. It's a little bit. It's about like speaker wires. What? It's about the size of old. If you was working on some speaker wire in your car back in the day, that's a little bit bigger, thicker insulation than that. But that's about the gauge. I don't know what gauge that would be, but it's about like old speaker wire, sounder wire. That's about the best way to describe it. A little bit thicker, like I said, insulation. So stringing it out there, but. Yeah, and you can carry, when we run in 7 long, 2 different cords, 1,400 foot of cord out there. Sounder, it's just, those things are not any different than a fish finder. Just like a sounder, like a fish finder. They shoot signal bounces and bounces back and forth off of objects, the bottom or whatever it hits. And that's how that thing, basically a depth finder like you see on, I don't think they're any much different than what guys have on their bass boats and stuff. But we've got to run the cord from up here down to through the toe knees, and then you see right there. Yeah, that reflection. Well, I can't zoom. Anyway, I'm zooming and panning too much and trying to pay attention to what I'm doing driving a boat. But anyway, that's pretty much it. It's just, here's the cords out of the back of them, and they run down, and then we run them out. And yeah, that's port side and that's the starboard, which that's actually that one and that corner and that corner. But that's how the sounders work. I mean, it's really pretty simple setup. And I've thought about that, some kind of remote type deal. Even, man, I used to think about any other way to make it better than putting those actual sounders in, like some kind of magnet that would stick. But really, it's not anything that's a real world usefulness. I mean, the way it's set up, those things take a lot of use and hitting stuff when we go in, especially when there's big drift in the river. They need to be able to take the abuse. And also being able to set them in the water how you like them so they're accurate. You know, we need them to be, usually the guys tell us how deep they're in the water. Usually like them 6 inches or no more than about a foot. But here, I can see his right now. All right. Well, handshaking. See, they got springs on that pole to where it'll flex backwards instead of breaking off or bending it too bad. But yeah, they take a lot of abuse. When do you think you'll be coming back through Vicksburg? Oh my gosh. I've it's hard to give accurate ETAs for just like Cairo. I don't have any idea of that. There's too many variables to have say a wild guess. I'm gonna say, I don't know, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks out. Is that? I mean, because we've still got to go up to St. Louis and turn and come back down. So, and ETAs, it's just near impossible to try to give anything that far out at this point with any accuracy anyway, because not knowing about groundings and river closures and all that stuff that we'll be dealing with.